Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to figure out what companies are really up to. Today we're diving into EMERA Incorporated's Form 40F. It's their annual report, and let me tell you, it's a long one. Don't worry, we'll break it down without getting lost in the technical jargon. It's like trying to read a map written in code, but we will decode it together. So, what's the big deal? This Form 40F is like EMERA's yearly checkup. It tells the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, how the company performed over the past year. Think of it as a report card, but for grown-up companies. We're looking at the year ended December 31st, 2024. EMERA is a big energy company in Nova Scotia, Canada. They're traded on the stock market, so they need to keep everyone updated on how they're doing. First, let's talk about shares. As of the end of 2024, EMERA had almost 296 million common shares outstanding. In simple terms, this is the number of shares available on the market. They also have different kinds of preferred shares. Preferred shares can come with perks, like a higher dividend. Think of it like having VIP access. Now let's move on to the important stuff, whether EMERA filed all their reports on time, and the answer is yes, they did. EMERA also submitted all their digital reports as required. This is important because it means they're following the rules and being transparent. Next up, internal controls. This is all about how well a company manages its financial reporting. Basically, do they have systems in place to make sure the numbers are correct and honest? EMERA's CEO and CFO said their disclosure controls and procedures are effective. This means they believe they have a reasonable level of assurance that the information they're sharing is accurate. It doesn't guarantee everything is perfect, but it's a sign they're trying to keep things in order. It's like saying we tried our best to make sure there are no typos. Management is responsible for maintaining a good internal control framework. Minus, they check it using a well-known standard from the Committee of Sponsoring Organizations, COSO. They checked the design and effectiveness of the registrant's internal control over financial reporting at the end of December 2024, and they found them to be effective. Note, the filing does not include attestation report of a registered public accounting firm. The company also said there were no major changes to their internal controls that could cause problems for their financial reporting. Time to talk about the audit committee and financial experts. These are the people in charge of making sure the company's finances are in good shape. EMERA has 5 financial experts on their audit committee. The company also says these experts are independent, which means they're not influenced by management. They are Paula E. Gold-Williams, Kent M. Harvey, B. Lynn Lowen, Ian E. Robertson, and Carla M. Tully. EMERA has a code of conduct for everyone, including the top bosses. This code is like a rule book for how to behave ethically. It covers all directors, officers, and employees of the company. A revised version of the code took effect on January 1st, 2025. The code of conduct can be found on EMERA's website. Let's talk about the accountants. EMERA uses Ernst & Young LLP to audit their books. Ernst & Young delivered an audit opinion relating to the registrant's financial statements in connection with the Commission's adoption of amendments to finalize the implementation of disclosure and submission requirements. Next, we have off-balance sheet arrangements and contractual obligations. These sections talk about things that aren't directly on the company's balance sheet but still affect their finances. Think of it as hidden debts or commitments. You can find more details in their management's discussion and analysis, or MD&A, and in the financial statements. The information provided under the heading Audit Committee contained in the annual information form is incorporated by reference. The who is who of the audit committee is inside the annual information form. Here's a quick one: mine safety disclosure. This doesn't apply to EMERA because they don't operate any coal or other mines. Another quick one: disclosure regarding foreign jurisdictions that prevent inspections is not applicable. Recovery of erroneously awarded compensation, also not applicable. Let's move to the exhibit index to see a listing of every exhibit to the Form 40F. It contains the 2024 Annual Information Form dated February 21st, 2025. It has management's discussion and analysis dated February 21st, 2025. It has consent of independent registered public accounting firm. It contains the certification of Chief Executive Officer and Chief Financial Officer pursuant to Rule 13A14A of 15D14A of the U.S. Securities Exchange Act of 1934 as amended, and the certification of the same people pursuant to Section 906 of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002. It ends listing the EMERA Code of Conduct and the interactive data file. Lastly, the registrant will make available representatives to respond to inquiries made by the Commission staff and to furnish them promptly with information relating to the securities. So what's our take on EMERA? Looking at this report, EMERA seems to be a pretty solid company. They're following the rules, they have good internal controls, and they have experts making sure everything is in order. They are in good standing. However, it's important to remember that this is just one report. To get a full picture of the company, you need to dig deeper into their financials and understand their industry. We would need more data to come up with a concrete price prediction. Overall, based on this report, I'm slightly bullish on EMERA. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more corporate decoder content.